Hey guys, Isaiah here from BricksToGo, back with another modern mansion Lego MOC. I'm calling this one the Rosewood mansion because of the red accented walls that give parts of the house a wooden texture. This was quite an ambitious project and it took me a lot of hours to finish everything, including the interior, but I'm quite happy with the results and I'm really excited to finally present this one to you. The MOC is built on a 32 by 32 base plate while the house itself reaches about 18 or 19 bricks tall. I decided to use a grey stone color for the majority of the walls, accenting it with black trim. Of course, I couldn't make the whole house just black and grey, so I added in some textured walls, mixing in red, grey, and tan plates to add some colored accents to the build. On the second floor are two balconies, one larger one with a couple chairs and some lush green plants, and a smaller one directly adjacent to it. I think balconies and patios are essential for any modern house design, and I like adding as many as possible, probably just because I'd want a bunch in my house if I had a house like this. But at the moment, I think the Lego replica will have to suffice. The roof is set at a slight angle and covered in 2x2 tiles to give it a smooth look. I also added a couple of air vents at the top using some dish pieces. But we'll get back to the roof in a few minutes. I can't forget to mention these lights that I used at the front entrance. I was just recently at a Lego store in Montreal and picked up a couple of poly bags with lamps inside. Not sure how I've never seen this piece before, but I love it. I'm gonna need a bunch more of these ASAP. Anyway, moving on. Surrounding the house is some lush vegetation with lots of different grasses and plants and a small pine tree out front. There's also a lot of small rocks lying around too, which, I don't know, adds something interesting and makes the landscape look a little less flat and boring. But back to the actual building design, because who cares about a bunch of shrubs, right? If we take off the second floor and take a look inside, we can see as you walk through the front door there's a small den area with a little bench and a tall row of shelves for keys and gloves and whatnot. As you walk through the den, to the left is the dining room with a table that looks right out the large front window. Right next to it, of course, is the kitchen with a large sink and an island with pizza, because if you hadn't noticed, there's no oven in this kitchen, nor is there a fridge. But you know what? There's no bathroom in here either, so deal with it. Okay, no, seriously though. I couldn't quite find a design I liked that fit everything into this small kitchen space without it being way too cramped, so I just left it out to leave it more open concept, which is kind of what most of my modern interiors are like anyway. Not too many separating walls, just small dividers or corners that break up the interior. If we move on to the other side of the first floor, we come across the living room or reading room. There's a large L-shaped couch with lots of room to sit and read a book from the huge collection of reading material in the other corner here. I also just have to point out these lamps here because I think it's a hilarious design. They're done using skeleton feet and these weird reverse clip pieces. It would have looked better if I had them in black, but they're definitely on the list for my next bricklink order. And lastly, we have the back door and the stairs that lead up to the bedroom. The second floor just slides into place using my usual boat stud technique. And then the roof also comes right off without any physical connection as well. I get that slight slant of the roof by building up one plate for every two studs on the wall. Then the roof rests on top, held in place again using boat studs at the bottom. Inside the second floor is the bedroom. It's got a small twin bed, which is probably only big enough for one. Usually I like making big extravagant beds for my larger Lego house builds, but this time I just didn't have the space. There's also a small nightstand with a lamp, and a dresser at the other end of the room. On the opposite side of the room from the bed are the doors to both balconies. It's a simple bedroom, but I like the philosophy that less is more when it comes to interior design. Anyway guys, that about wraps up this video and build. I hope you enjoyed this video, and of course, I really appreciate you stopping by and sticking around to the end. I also just wanted to say that my LEGO Ideas project has just about hit 100 supporters, the first milestone in a long and difficult journey. So if you haven't already gone and supported this project, you should definitely head over to LEGO Ideas and show your support. I really don't expect to have my build made into a set, but I would love to see how many supporters we can actually get on this project. Okay, sorry, I'm done promoting. But seriously, go vote. I'm Isaiah from BricksToGo, and as always, thanks for watching.